Hi, I'm Pattu from FreeFinCal, and that's right, never buy ULIPs or unit linked insurance plans, even if they are tax free. And let's discuss why. So, the first thing is to understand what actually a ULIP is. What is unit linked about it, and does it even make sense to compare a ULIP with a mutual fund just because a mutual fund, equity mutual fund is now taxed and a ULIP is still tax free? So, first of all, to put it very crudely, a ULIP is like a mutual fund that is offered by a life insurer, and it has got a life insurance component associated with it. Now, a ULIP can be the mutual fund associated with the ULIP can be a equity fund, it can be a debt fund, it can be a equity oriented hybrid fund or a debt oriented hybrid fund. The key to understanding how a ULIP works is to understand what is unit linked and how does it work. So we'll go straight away down. In this, we'll take this example of HDFC. We'll take this example of HDFC Life Click to Invest ULIP, and we'll go scroll down and look at the benefits of the ULIP. So first, let's look at the death benefit. In case the insured dies, the insurer will pay the highest of the following: either the sum assured, which you will know when you take the policy, the fund value, that is the value of the mutual fund, or 105% of the premiums paid. The maturity benefit is just the fund value, that is the amount you put in each month. The most of the amount you pay as premium will be invested much like an SIP in the ULIP fund, and the fund value will be given as a maturity benefit. So the key is in the charges. So earlier in the old type of ULIPs, there were very complex charges like premium allocation charges, policy administration charges and so on, but those have now been removed, and now there is a fund management charge of 1.35% of the value. So this is essentially like the total expense ratio of a mutual fund. Now many people look at this and say, oh, look at that ULIP 1.34%, it's comparable to the direct plan of a mutual fund. Look, you can now invest in a ULIP, it's tax free and so on. Just because you see two numbers doesn't mean you immediately start comparing them. That's a stupidity. You should know when to use math and when not to. You keep saying that. This is again a situation where you should not. NPS is one situation where you should not compare it with a mutual fund. This is another problem. What is important in a ULIP is the mortality charge. Now the mortality charge, let's read that off, is levied every month for providing you with the death benefit in the policy. The charge will be taken by cancelling units proportionally from each of the funds you have chosen. That is the unit linked idea. So they will remove units from your mutual fund, that is the ULIP mutual fund, every month as premium for your term insurance. And they will remove this. The amount of premium removed will be proportional to your age. As your age increases, the premium will increase. Whereas in a term insurance plan, remember, the premium will be fixed. The mortality charge will be levied as long as the fund value is lower than the sum assured. Once the fund value exceeds the sum assured, the mortality charge will stop. But that will take 10-15 years more than that. So all that time, the premium, the life insurance premium, will keep increasing. They will keep removing more and more units. This is what a unit linked insurance plan actually means, and this is the key problem. This is never highlighted because this is a age dependent feature, and many people just look at the expense ratio and say, oh, now they are comparable. They never take this into account. So let's look at a flyer from HDFC explaining what a mortality charge is. So the charge amount is the charge rate into the sum at risk by 1000 into 1 by 12. The sum at risk is the value of the part of the risk benefit that the company is liable to pay if the claim is reported. That's essentially what do you call it? It's essentially the sum assured to keep it very simple. Now the point is the charge rate is calculated as per age, and you can see that as the age increases, the mortality charge rate changes, and you can notice, look at that, this is the mortality rate per 1000 rupees of sum insured. See, so initially because very young children are susceptible to death. So the mortality rate is higher at a very young age, and then it falls down, and then at a young age it keeps lower. But as you notice, look at that, as you go away, age from 30 to 40 and 50 and so on, the mortality rate per 1000 keeps increasing. The problem is, just imagine if you buy the ULIP at 40 or 50 and banks sell ULIPs to senior citizens every day. Never go into a bank. I want to make a video on that. That's a different story. But that's the problem. The mortality rate keeps increasing and they'll keep removing more and more units from your fund value just because you age. Why would you want to do that? You can simply buy a term insurance plan where the premium is going to be the same no matter how you age. This is the key difference between the ULIP and the a combination of mutual fund and a term plan. What people do not understand is that when you buy the mutual fund and after a couple of years you're unhappy with the performance, you can chuck that mutual fund and start investing elsewhere. If you buy the ULIP and if you do not like the performance, and many ULIPs are not performed great, you can look at Morningstar for the returns. And if you're not happy with the performance after a couple of years, you can't simply quit the ULIP because your life insurance benefits will go away. You would have aged by then. If you have to buy a new ULIP, then you will get a higher premium. Why would you do that? You will switch from ULIP to ULIP because your ULIP is not performing well, is it? Is that how you do? What kind of stupid logic is that? Why would you get married to your fund manager in the ULIP policy? When you are investing in mutual funds, you have complete freedom, and you have a term plan which has got the fixed premium rate, which is actually cheaper. Why would you even buy a ULIP? You will buy a ULIP just because it's tax free, is it, compared to mutual funds? Oh my God! Robbie Williams had a wonderful analogy. See, the singer Michael Jackson, most of you will obviously know him, the late singer. He basically died because he had this addiction to very powerful painkillers. And they were given to him for sleeping. And Robin Williams said that is like taking chemotherapy because you want to shave your head. So this is essential. So if somebody who is investing in a ULIP just because the returns are tax free is something similar to that. It's complete stupidity. Never ever buy a ULIP. Never ever go to your bank. Never ever pick the phone if your relationship manager calls. You will be happy in life. Never ever get married to a fund manager. That's the exact reason why I keep saying the new pension scheme is bad. You do not have a choice. You just lock yourself in. And you're assuming everything will turn out all right. That's just stupidity. So, never buy a ULIP. Catch you in another video. Bye-bye.